In this module, we're going to talk about how to go a little further in our visual graphics templates. So here we have the view template, and we're going to now duplicate them. So let's call this our power plan. And we'll go in here and we can rename this one to be our lighting plan. So in our power plan, what we want to have in the background, make sure a few of these things are checked. So electrical, show hidden lines by discipline, subdiscipline, power. That's just fine for this. And what this subdiscipline will do is over here in the breakdown, you can see that it's under power currently. So if we want lighting, then it would put another breakdown here to have it as lighting. So with our power plan, what we want to do is come in here to the model tab, and you can really hit any of these first 4 or 5 and it'll take you all to this window, just these different tabs. So under model categories, we're in a floor plan, so we don't necessarily want to see ceilings. We do want to see casework. Cable tray is one of those that you may or may not want to see in your power plans. For now, we can leave it on. We want to see conduits, data devices. Again, we'll turn those off since we don't want to see them. Fire alarm devices, something we don't want to see in a power plan. Floors, furniture systems, generic models, we can leave those on. We don't want to see lighting devices because again it's a power plan. Maybe we do, maybe we don't want to see mechanical equipment. Probably do. Pipes, parking, nurse call. Again, we probably don't want to see nurse call devices. Planning, plumbing fixtures, railing, roads, roofs, rooms. These are all okay. Don't want to see sprinklers. I typically leave the structural pieces on because we do want to see them, and there's some things that do or don't get put on the structural pieces, so it's always good to have it. And then wires, if you actually show wiring on your power plans, that's good to have too. So we hit OK, and then whichever one that we choose over here is what the plan will choose. Also, if you want anything different than an 1/8 inch, you can adjust that here, and then all of your plans will be adjusted for their view scale. Same with the visibility. Medium is kind of like the default, but some elements may or may not show up at medium. Some you might need to go to fine for them to show up, but typically it's okay. Also, it doesn't make your files as big when you're on a medium detail level. So we hit OK. And now we're just going to have our power devices show up, stairs, and we're looking at the floor. So that is a little bit. And again, if we now, let's say we go back to our lighting plan or to the template that has lighting devices, let's say with a lighting plan, we never want to see cable trays or cable tray fittings. In a lighting plan, you may want to see diffusers, air terminals, so that might be something you turn on. Don't want to see communication devices, don't want to see data devices, don't want to see ducts. We do want to see doors. So electrical equipment is panels. We do want to see panels. We don't want to see electrical fixtures because those are receptacles. We don't want to see fire alarm devices, so we can turn those off. Furniture, depending on your cut plane, you may or may not want to see. I typically think it's an okay thing, but it can get cluttered, so that might be something you turn off. We do want lighting devices, light fixtures, lines. Probably don't need any of these MEP items. Don't need nurse call. And also, if you hit so what I did there was click, hold shift, click the bottom one that you want, which highlights them all, and then you can click and unclick groups. Parking is fine, don't want any pipes. And security devices we can turn off. structural we'll leave. Telephone devices we can turn off. And we can leave wires. So again, if we turn this back on, now we just see our lighting devices. So that's one simple way. Also, if we go back to that template and change our subdiscipline to lighting, over here on the left you will now see that this is under lighting and not power. So kind of a simple tool, but we probably want our power plans on the floor, and then our ceiling plans. Again, middle mouse click centers the view on the page, so we want our ceiling plans to be electrical ceiling. So this is one good point to notice, or to note as well. So there are different view templates for floor plans and for ceiling plans. So you can see here that electrical ceiling, so I'll need to edit it to have just light fixtures. So we'll take out cable trays, cable tray fittings, communication devices, data devices. We'll take out electrical fixtures. We'll take out. A lot of this also gets cut because of the view plane, but if you have like above counter receptacles, obviously you don't want to see those. So lighting devices, lighting fixtures we'll keep. We'll remove fire alarm devices. Mechanical equipment, we probably don't want any of these items. Pipes, we don't want to see. Railings, nope. Roads, we can leave. Roofs, we can leave. Spaces, we do want to see because those are our space tags. Same with rooms, which probably need to be turned on, so we can have some of our tags. And then all the structural we'll leave on. Take out telephone devices. Okay, and we'll rename this our lighting, and subdiscipline as lighting. Also, our cut view range is in here too. Typically we want to edit this to 4 feet instead of 7'6", because that'll also allow us to see doors. So 4 feet, and this will go for both floor plans and ceiling plans. One other thing when you're looking at your view range is, so it'll always be a level above as your depth, and then the bottom is the associated level. So you're looking from 4 feet to the next floor, which will grab, doors, ceilings, everything basically up to that next level. So that's what we want to do. Hit OK, and then it's adjusted our view template. So that's a little more about view templates and how to use them to set up all your plans. It's really easy to do once you have them all set up. Makes setting up your views and applying the right visibility graphics to them much easier.